All you gotta do is hush, you ain't gotta say much when you make that right connection. If you wanna double up, keep the money in the tuck, I can put you in the right direction. I can never get enough, all I got is us, I speak the true confession. Everything goes smooth cause I stay on the move and make them right connections. All you gotta do is hush, you ain't gotta say much when you make them right connections. If you wanna double up, keep the money in the tuck, I can put you in the right direction. I can never get enough, all I got is us, I speak the true confession. Everything goes smooth cause I stay on the move and make them right connections. You ain't gotta say much, all you gotta do is the right connection. You already know the vibes. We are here to do what we do. We are here to do the connection of the coaches. Y'all already know the vibes. It's your boy Big Wall.
And your girl Carrie. You know, always I sit here and I listen to the intro song and I'm just like jamming out. And I'm like, oh yeah, right, we're doing a show. Or I watch like the little thingy through like the maze. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, that's so mesmerizing. And then I'm like, oh yeah, right, we're doing something here.
It works. It works.
Welcome.
What's going on, man? We are back. We are here to do what we do, giving you news you can use, bringing you dope people that's connecting the culture and influencing the culture in such an amazing way. And today is no different, man. We got an amazing guest, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But before we get into all that, I want to talk to you, Carrie. What's going on with you? How you been doing? What's going on in the world of Carrie over on your side of the world, as I like to say?
On my side of the world up here in Canada, I don't know. It's been a little quiet, which has been nice. There hasn't been too much going on. All the trucking stuff has slowed down and everything. Like, I haven't really seen too much action. I don't watch the news a lot to begin with, but I kind of see things like people will post things on Facebook or whatever, and or like something on Instagram. I'll kind of see something floating around, and I haven't really seen anything. So I know like it's kind of slow and things like that. But otherwise, you know, it's a little bit of news about the war and this. And I was just like, some days I'm like, I don't even realize like this war is still happening or anything's going on anywhere because it's so quiet. And I'm like, that's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Brings back a little bit of the normalcy of things. And now it's just the daily grind. It's just been go, and just like spring is here. The weather's getting nice. And I'm just like, it's so exciting. You want to be outside. So that's been pretty much it. I've been getting everything sort of in place for the summer, all the plans that I want to kind of do. And it's just really exciting. So I'm just like, oh yeah, this is great. So, and then all the shows, and it's just been go. Yeah. How about you, Big Wall? What's going on over there?
Man, come on, man. Like, you know what? I want to try to start a petition to try to get more hours in the day. You know what I'm saying? Is that possible? That we can all sign a petition to get more hours in the day, because it's a lot, man. We got so much going on from all of the shows that we're doing over on the platform, the radio show, creating content, the artists, the promotion. It's just so much, but it's a good thing. It's a good problem to have, but we working. And you know what I'm saying? I can't complain. We got the website up. You know what I'm saying? ATCNnow.com. Go check that out. The addresstheculturenow.com website is up. It's official. We got so much going on, man. It's a lot. And I love it. You know, when you know me, you talk about it all the time, being in this creative space, when you're able to do so much and affect so many people in a dope way. When you talk about the culture, it's just amazing, man. But we definitely need to get that petition started, though. You know what I'm saying? I think I need maybe about 12 or 16 more hours in that
12
day.
or 16 more hours.
And I think I'll be good. I think until I get tired and run out of that, and I'm gonna say I need 12 more.
Right. I feel that. I really do. I've just, you know, how we were both kind of behind on everything on our social media accounts and all this kind of stuff. And literally just, I think probably a week or so ago, I finally caught up. And I was like, oh, thank goodness. I can breathe again. And then it's like, okay, then you're doing more shows. And I'm like, oh, I still have more to do.
Doesn't it? Because I'm still playing catch up. You know, I didn't have to deal with a hack situation. And to the hacker that keep trying to get into my account, leave me alone. Just leave me alone. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know why you want to come in and mess with your boy, man. You know what I'm talking about? Just leave me alone. So, we've been dealing with so much, man, but it's a blessing. I can't complain. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have it no other way. Shouts out to everybody that's been hitting us, telling us about how you love the show and everything. We really, really appreciate it. Shouts out to the ENCG network in Italy, iHip-Hop TV, Missuplex, Just TV. You gotta acknowledge Just TV. Shout out. You know what I mean? Everybody that's been tapping in with us, we really do appreciate it. And we enjoy bringing you the Culture Connection, man. And tonight is no different. We have an amazing guest tonight that's been doing a thing for so long, has worked with some big names, and now she's blazing her own trail. Tell them a little bit about who we got and why you wanted to bring her to the Culture Connection, Kim.
Boy, I had this beautiful Canadian lady message me, and she's like, Cari, I'd like to be on your show. And I was like, okay, yeah, I can squeeze you in. But she's not just a regular artist. Like she's a singer, but she's got music all over the world. Like on iHeart radio stations, it's just completely through and through. You can find her pretty much everywhere. Not only that, but she's actually one of us as well. She does radio too. So she'll be coming on and we'll talk about pretty much everything across the board. But I can't wait to see her and have her on here face to face to be able to talk about it, because we can't do justice when it comes to having our guests on. It's like, well, we could talk about them, be like, oh, they're the greatest person in the world. But to hear from them and their struggles that they've been through, or just their journey to where they got to today, that's what we're here for. Because we can't tell it through their shoes because we haven't been through that. So, that's the thing. Like we just, someone is trying to share. Oh,
yeah.
Well, if you actually go on to YouTube, you can also share the link there through Address the Culture. You can get the link there and you can share it from there. Also, you can go to Just FM and get the link there as well.
Absolutely.
And also, I think any of our posts you can go to and it will have some links there as well. So those of you who are tuning in, that's where you can find us. Yes, you're absolutely welcome. So and this is what we like to do. We like to make sure everyone gets involved, everyone gets, heard on our platform, because it's very important that we're getting our message out, that you're being able to tell us your messages as well, especially our guests, because there's so much to be able to tell the world. And like we said, we are sharing this across the border, across the world. Like we're in Italy. We are, all across the States, across Canada, you name it, we're there pretty much. So we want to share everything with you guys. So it's pretty cool and pretty amazing. But when our guests come on, it's like, it's the best thing ever, because they get to be a part of this journey with us. And it's really, without them, we couldn't do the show. So yeah, I think we should welcome into the show is Sabrina Fala. Yeah.
And thank you for trying to share the live. Please share if you care. Share the live. You can go on, like she said, my platform, my page, her page, other platforms across everything as far as YouTube, and you can share. But we thank you for tapping in and sharing this. We really do appreciate it. You know what I mean?
Great. Yeah.
Okay, shouts out to the Culture Gang. Yeah, the YouTube feature is working fast. So yes, you can share through the YouTube platform if the Facebook is giving you a little difficulties, and we appreciate it. But let's bring in our guest. We done talked so much about. Let's bring her in. How you doing, Sabrina?
There we go. Now, she's had a little bit of technical issues, but we're gonna make it work.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Yes. Thank you for coming on to the show. We appreciate you coming, man. You have an amazing story, and we kind of want to tap into it all, man. You didn't really work with some legends, you know what I mean, and blazing your own trail to becoming a legend, you know what I mean? Because you're not done yet. You just get started, you know what I'm saying? And it's an amazing journey, and we want to hear it all. So for those who might not know about you, won't you tell us about a little bit of how you started, and just bring us up until the point of where you are today?
Well, I'm from rock singer, songwriter, and guitarist. I love to perform, studio, and write music and tour and do everything music. I recently, about 2 years ago, I got on FM radio. Really excited about that journey, and I got to be featured on Heart Radio. Cool as well, and yeah, I just love getting my music out and having the world to hear it.
So how long have you been doing it?
Well,
We are live, people.
I my first singing competition at 14, which led me to grab the guitar.
At 14 years old,
Okay.
I grabbed the guitar at
we are live, people, and this is what happens when you're live.
Yeah.
This is a
You
part
get
of the game, and it is okay. You know what I
it's
mean?
okay.
It is okay. This is live. We are professionals. You know what I mean?
I think she's gonna come back in. There we go.
Brenda, can you hear us?
Sabrina.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back.
We are
can
gonna
you
try.
can you hear us? Yeah, we're live, and you know that these are the breaks when you're live.
Yeah. Hey to the fans. All right. Welcome, guys. Thanks for joining. We're just having some technical issues. It's live. It's what happens, and we're trying to get a good connection here. So yeah.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah,
Appreciate you, for real, for real.
yeah. These things always
Absolutely. Here
happen.
we go.
Yeah,
We're a little bit better now. Okay.
Can you hear us now, Sabrina?
all good, all good.
Okay.
Okay.
You're just
So
a
you
little
say
slow, but that's
you
okay.
picked up the guitar at 14,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay. Okay. So what about that? Why did you want to pick up a guitar? Because most 14-year-olds be doing so many other things. What drew you to music?
Well, Billy from Green Day played the guitar, so I said, well, I better start learning too.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
As you can
That's
see,
good
Green
company.
Day.
Yeah.
They are my
Yeah.
idol.
That's the thing. Everyone has someone that they look up to. So it's actually good to be able to have, even a mentor. Would you consider him a mentor or you just liked his music?
Um, I look up to him, so I like. Well, what I say is, if they can do it, I can do it. So I follow in their footsteps. Try to do what they have done. But they're guys, so it's different. But I'm influenced by the way Billy writes his songs and how he sings them and how the band worked together. Like they don't take, they just do what they want to do and do. They don't post, they do it, and that because you should be who we want you to be. You just be so from him.
We got a question. We got a question from the coach again. They said, "What's your favorite song by Green Day?"
Pardon?
The culture, they asked you a question. They said, what's your favorite song from Green Day?
Oh, my favorite song. Right. Well, oh my God. Well, that's a hard one. Well, the first one that comes into my head is What's Her Name by American Idiot, which is the album that got me started into rock. So pretty much the entire American Idiot album is like did it for me.
Okay.
All right. And also, I know you like Bon Jovi as well. And I've seen Bon Jovi in concert, and he's totally amazing. So, what is it about Bon Jovi's style that draws you to him?
If she heard you.
If she heard me, I don't know. Bon Jovi's amazing. Have you ever seen him, Big Wall?
Yeah. Come on, Bon Jovi is a legend. You know what I mean? I definitely dabble into the rock. You know what I'm saying? I definitely mess with the rock, and I ain't talking about the wrestling. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know. The technical. Sabrina.
I'm back.
Can you hear
I
us?
don't think this is liking my phone very much.
No. Are you on
I'm
Wi-Fi?
here, but
Are you on Wi-Fi? Or are you on your data?
yes,
Which
I'm
one?
on my Wi-Fi.
Try to get on your data.
You think it's gonna work?
It may. Try to get on your data and see if that's better. If not, then we'll go back to the Wi-Fi. But while they're doing that, I appreciate everybody tapping in to the Culture Connection. We're live, so this is what happens when you're dealing with live. Everybody's connections are different, but we definitely appreciate everybody that's tapping in. We really do, and we're gonna get it together. You know what I mean? So, meantime, in between time, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Sabrina? Okay, she still having technical difficulties, but we gonna get it worked out. You know what I mean? But I definitely appreciate everybody's tapping in, man. I still see people are still in watching the stream, and we'll definitely appreciate it. So, meantime, in between time, we're gonna leave you with a little break, a commercial break, and we'll be back. We'll be back to finish doing the Culture Connection and trying to connect you with this amazing artist. We'll be right back.
What's going on, y'all? It's your girl, Lady Luck, and I'm here with the homie Big Wall, and you are now tuned in to Address the Culture, where we're addressing everything in the culture. Keep it locked.
Addressing the culture, I'm addressing the culture, huh? Addressing the culture, I'm addressing the culture, huh? Addressing the culture, I'm addressing the culture, huh? Addressing the culture, I'm addressing the culture. We gon' talk about it. Come address the culture, we gon' talk about it. Come address the culture, we gon' talk about it. Come address the culture, we gon' talk about it. Come and address the culture, huh?
Young and AZ, man. Stay tuned in, man. We just getting started, man. We addressing the culture. 14. Tune in, man.
We are back. We are back. We are here with the Culture Connection. Sabrina, you look good. You look crispy. Can you hear us?
Did she do anything different?
I told her to get on her data. It look a whole lot better. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah.
You can't hear me? But it looked good.
I can't hear. I
Can't
can't hear.
Look. We got
hear
one.
me or Big Wall. Who can't you
Okay.
hear?
Okay, look, it's okay because we good. Just go out. Go out.
Oh my
Go out
God.
and come back in. Go out and come back in.
I'm gonna message her.
But it looked good. We almost there.
How's everyone else doing today, guys?
I'm back. I just unplugged my headset and plugged it back in.
Oh.
I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you hear it?
And I'm on data now too. I'm not on Wi-Fi.
And see, you look good. It's crispy. Can
Yeah,
you hear it?
that's better.
I didn't know data did that.
Yeah.
When you're on Wi-Fi, yeah. Like I don't know what it was, but I just got booted out, and all I did was I connected my phone, my computer with my hotspot, just like Big Wall's doing, because
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I don't know why I got booted out, but it was just really weird.
It's something in the air, but we are not going to let them stop this interview because I am so excited to hear about you, what your whole
Okay.
journey, Sabrina. Now, you said at 14 years old, you decided to pick up the guitar, right?
At 14, I won my first competition. Then at 15, 16, I grabbed the guitar. Yeah.
Oh, hey, that's way better.
Okay.
I was like, oh, she started when she was 14. Okay, well, then that's a whole other story now.
Okay. So what about music grabbed you so early and made you want to just, devote your life to it, so to speak?
I believe I was born into it because as soon as I was born, I was hearing music all over. So everything around me was musical. My cousin played in a band, and he was always playing guitar, so I followed him. And my parents showed me other music from other artists, and so I was always put in front of music. So I guess I just grabbed it, and that was the only thing I wanted to do was music. I never had a plan B or C. I'm like, I'm gonna do it and see what happens, but I'm sticking to it. So, yeah.
Yeah. I ain't mad at it. Yeah. Well, shouts out to the culture game. They say, oh, that's better. Our co-hosts, you know what I mean? The culture game, they always on point with us, and we appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much.
Okay, I want to go back to the Green Day and the Bon Jovi and all that because that was really kind of interesting, right? So they all kind of, the culture connection, like we all want to know, like you liked Green Day and then there was something about the music that you liked enough to be able to follow a bit in their footsteps. So let's go back to that and go from there.
All right. So you want me to repeat it pretty much? Okay, so when I heard American Idiot by Green Day, I was still trying to figure out what style of music I wanted to do. So when I heard that album, I'm like, that's it. That's the sound. I'm going to make it my own, but that's the way I want to sound. Hard and punky and edgy and rocky.
Rock, I mean, come on. Who doesn't like rock and roll?
But yeah, and then after that, Bon Jovi came along, and then Billy Idol came along, and went from there. But I have seen them all live, which is I was right in front of Billy Idol at the concert, so yeah. but Green Day is my life, and I defend them like crazy. And
Well,
um,
you know it's a lot of Green Day
I
haters.
wouldn't be who I am today without them. So that's
Yeah,
for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. Do you have any other mentors other than these musicians, would you say? Right now.
Well, my cousin always told me, no matter what you do, keep doing music because that's what you enjoy. So he said, no matter what happens, keep doing it because it makes you happy. And music is my passion. So, and that's why I keep doing it because I love music. I'm not doing it because I'm forced to do it. I'm doing it because I want to do it.
Yeah, yeah. I like that. You've actually got to work with the likes of Elton John, Dolly Parton, so on and so forth. And
Their producer.
yeah, yeah. And that's why I say their credit. When you work with the producers, you work with them because I've had the opportunity because you actually get to be
Oh,
around who've heard their material and putting it into use. So when you're in the room with these producers who work with such legendary people, how does that affect your creativity? Does it make you fearful, or is it something that you like? I got this. I'm right where I'm supposed to be. What about them moments make you step up? Because you killed it.
I I got this and I'm right where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
um actually I love Elton John and Dolly Parton and Twisted Sister and all the bands my artists my producers have worked with. So being working with them and singing on the mic that they sang on, it's amazing. It's an amazing feeling. Like, wow, I was in Dolly Parton's booth, like singing right where she was, and I stood right where she was, and I'm like, I can like feel it, like wow.
Yeah.
But just being there it was just right time, right place, right having that opportunity just came at that time. Maybe if I was somewhere else, I wouldn't have gotten that opportunity, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
We
amazing.
got a comment there asking if we're going to be able to hear a song from you.
Well, you know what? That sounds like Shower Studios. We got another contestant for the Shower Studios.
It would have to be a cappella.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we
It would
gonna
be a
bring you
cappella
back.
because my guitar is downstairs.
Well, we gonna bring you back because we got this series that we start in the Shower Studios where we bring our artists back and we do live concerts. So we gonna book you and we gonna do a live concert with you for the audience, and they'll get to hear everything.
Okay, so they can hear me then
Yeah,
if you want.
Yes,
that's right.
So at least
absolutely.
I have the guitar and I'm plugged in and it's more of a show. Yeah, I can do that definitely. All right, I'm excited already.
We like that, man. Shouts out to the coach again. They say I can
Sure.
definitely hear the passion for music in Sabrina's voice. Could you kind of elaborate on the passion that you
Oh,
have? Because we hear it as well. You know, like you really love what you do. So can you kind of tell us where that passion come from when we talk about your music?
I think music saved my life in some way because going through so much struggles and dealing with other things in my personal life and wanting to do music, I feel that music saved me to continue doing what I love, and no matter what's happening in my life, it's not going to affect my true love for music. So I've had to walk away from friends and I had to deal with so much just to do my music. So, and that's where my song Hurt comes in. I had to walk away from a friend because they weren't supporting me. So I had to leave them. And it's not easy to walk away from a best friend, but if you have to, you have to, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Shouts out to the coach again. They say music is therapy, therapeutic, and I agree. I feel like music is its own language. Music has killed so many different
Yes.
disagreements. The color barrier. It was time where different color people wasn't even around each other, but the music broke those color lines, broke those conversations. Music is so powerful. So I definitely agree with you, Sabrina. Definitely.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
What would you say is probably, other than this struggle of, family and friends, what other struggles would you say has been the hardest as well, going through the whole music journey that you've had? Has it been anything like even writing, producing, or working with others? Anything that, as listeners that, listen to you, they're like, oh, well, it's just this beautiful lady who's
Yeah.
got this wonderful voice. She's singing, but we don't know the depth of, you don't have to share anything too
Right.
personal, but just something that, we can all go like, oh yeah, like
Right.
I've been there,
Yeah. Yeah. I can explain that very well. Being a female rocker in the industry is not easy. Um, if you read about Pat Benatar's history and Joan Jett, they also have been told that being a female rock singer, they couldn't sing rock. People tend to think that men are more rock than men can do more than women. Well, actually, we can do just as much as men. So, but for some reason, I have been told throughout my career that I should do pop because I can't do rock. And I'm like, well, I know I can do pop, but I don't want to sound the same. I want to be a bit different and be me. I sing pop, but I feel more like I'm me doing rock,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
don't let anybody stop you from what you love because they're gonna win. You want to shove it in their face, like. But I
Yeah.
have been told a lot that I wouldn't succeed, that I wouldn't get anywhere because I'm a girl in the business, and I'm like, it hurt at the beginning, but now I'm like, well, that ain't true. I'm doing well, like there's nothing wrong. But you just have to keep going and not let those haters get in the way. They can, but eventually it gets old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you hear it so much, it's like this is just repeat and repeat and repeat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
And
love that. I love that you just
I
you're
still
done.
get it. But the funny thing is when somebody online says I can't sing or something, I say thank you so much for listening to my music and giving me that view, for telling me how bad I am. Because they still listen to you to tell you suck. So thank you for the view. I laugh at them. I take it as a compliment. Thank you for telling me how bad I am. Thank you.
Right.
That's actually
And
Coach again. They said good for you for standing up
Yeah.
for your art. You know what
yeah,
I mean? That's dope.
it's,
Yeah.
it's when you have haters, then you're doing something good and
Fact.
you're advancing, right? It's not
Somebody
until
somebody told me that.
Mhm.
Somebody told me that as soon as you get the haters coming, you are doing something right. And I'm like, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
All
yeah.
right.
Think
I
about it.
believe you.
People don't hate on people who not doing nothing. Cause
Hmm.
you right there with them, so they not gonna hate on you because they feel like you there. They only hate on people who they feel like are above them or doing something that they want to do. So like Cat Williams said, if you got 10 haters, let's try to get 20 by the end of the week. You know what I mean? We need more. We need more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
We're gonna start the Sabrina hate page.
But they can be cruel.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Some of them
But
can be
that's when
very
you don't
mean, though.
listen. Like,
I mean, like so mean that it
oh,
hurts. It hurts, and it's amazing. One bad comment destroys you more than all the happiness happening to you. That one comment can ruin your entire day. Just that
That's
it's
a fact.
yeah,
awful.
yeah.
That's
You
a
see,
fact.
I don't look for it, but it just pops up.
Hmm.
Mhm.
I don't look for them, but it just shows up out of nowhere.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
But again, you just gotta like go past it and be like, okay, out of 100 good things and one bad, you're doing awesome. You're
Yeah.
doing great. So
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Someone also says
Yeah,
here, Vivian.
I try.
Yeah, Vivian, if you want to pick that up there, big wall. Yeah, you gotta have tough skin.
Yes.
Well, she says sink. You have to have a tough sink too, because it's
Yeah,
got a
you
whole
do.
lot of hate in there.
You do. You do. A sink and skin. You know what I'm talking about? You got to have it, man, because especially in this business, right? Because this
Mhm.
business is sometimes designed to bring you down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you gotta have that tough skin. You gotta be able to know and
I
believe
believe
yourself.
I was told the higher you go, the more people are mean towards you,
Absolutely.
which I'm very
Absolutely.
surprised. But I guess it's because of jealousy and
Yeah.
competition. And you know what? I'm not in any competition. I just want to make. I just want people to hear me and enjoy my music. Like, I'm not trying to compare myself with anybody or say I'm better than this. I don't do that because you won't get anywhere if you try to be better than somebody else because you can't. You can only
Yeah.
be you.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's true. That's what they say. You have to be in competition with yourself to push yourself more and more and more. And then everyone else is just feedback.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, a couple great comments here, or, I look at it anytime someone wants to criticize a show, I'll just take it as good criticism and change it to creative criticism
Hmm.
and be like, okay, how can
Right.
we improve, or how can we do this? How can we, because you're never ever going to make everyone happy.
It's
As they say,
impossible.
you're not pizza.
No.
Yeah.
You're not pizza. You're not going
Oh
to make
my
everyone
God, I had
happy.
pizza today.
And even then, if you pizza, some people want sausage, some
Don't
people
say
want
pizza. It's my favorite.
pineapples. You know, you never,
Pineapple.
yeah. And I love pineapples on my pizza. You know what I'm talking
So
about?
good.
I love it. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
everybody don't like it, so you can't make
Oh,
everybody happy.
pineapples on pizza is delicious.
Oh, yay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Sabrina, let me ask you this. If you could change something about the industry, what would you change?
Oh no. Oh God. That I have to be nice there.
No, you
Oh
don't.
God, I've been asked that question before. It is terrifying. Oh my God. Honestly, um, okay. And I don't mean to be rude.
Nope.
I wish that the industry accepted more artists to be in the spotlight than who they're choosing because there's so much talent out there. And
Yeah.
I believe that everybody deserves a chance to be in that spotlight, no
Yeah.
matter how hard they're working. But it's the industry, and we just can't control that. I don't know. You just have to
Yeah.
prove yourself, I
Yeah,
guess. That's it.
that's true.
It seems like the talented people, it's such a harder journey. You know what I mean? Especially when we talk about people who don't have a certain amount of money, or don't have a certain amount of followers, or don't have a certain amount of likes, and so on and so forth. It
Yes.
becomes about everything else besides the music, and I'm pretty sure you can relate. So when it comes to different things like that, how do you navigate that in the industry by staying to your guns and doing what you do to fit yourself and your brand and not conforming to what they want you to do?
I just do things my way. Um, I don't look at having so much numbers or views or followers. I just say, if you like my music, it will carry and hopefully get heard and get somewhere because I honestly don't know how people get that many views. They must have a marketing team behind them or something because I don't even know. So I just
Yeah.
say I'm so old school. I just go out and I was performing before all the YouTubes and iTunes came out. Like I'm from the 90s, so I grew up with MSN and MySpace and doing things on there before the YouTubes came out. So I was
Yeah.
always performing to get my stuff heard.
Yeah.
So I'm not used to this whole counting this and views this and followers this. I just say if people like you, they will follow you either way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We
Yeah.
hope
When
it's
we
that way. We hope it's that way, but like nowadays, it's really like that. If you don't have a certain amount of followers, you don't have a certain amount of views, people consider that as you're not talented, and that is not the case. That is not true. So that's why it's dope
But
for
but
artists
that's
to speak about
false. That's
that. It
false.
is. It is.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is. 100%.
Hmm. I know we've interviewed amazing artists before, and you can go to their pages and they only have 50 followers. or 100 followers. And it's not that they're bad, it's that maybe they don't know how to use Instagram or they don't want a marketing team to do it. They want to do it themselves, and it's totally their choice. It's whatever they want. But then you go,
Also,
yeah.
also
And then
nothing
you
is
go
free.
and watch, like you
You
go to a
go
concert.
and people are
um,
coming and selling
yeah.
things to you. I can boost your views up for this and that, but it's gonna be fake views.
Yeah.
And they also look if your views are fake too, because your views have to be real.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't do the whole marketing thing. I just want to bring the people in the natural way.
Mhm.
If they hear me, they'll follow me.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Because
But you know
because
what?
if I buy views, it's and then I sell an album, it might not even reach to the top because all my views were bought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know
So
what?
it's good and
You know
bad.
what?
It's good and
You know
bad.
what, Sabrina? To be perfectly honest, everybody pay for views. Everybody, like the biggest pop star that you can think
I
of.
I
Right?
know. I just didn't want to say that.
we,
I
we,
know.
we, we gonna keep it 100 on
But
this show.
but I don't want to be in. I just don't
No,
want to be
I get it.
in that group because I'm gonna know it's fake and I will not
Yeah.
appreciate myself
Yeah.
for that.
Hmm.
I am doing the work to see it, to see the results myself.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna pay $100 for 1,000 views. No, 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 thank you. No, thank you. No.
I get emails from artists like yourself and people that DM me, and I'll look at their page, and sometimes if they do have a small following, sometimes I won't interview them. However, I will look at their music and I will see what they're about and see, how long have they been on Spotify? How long have they been working on their music? What do they have out? Do they have more than an album? Do they have, you know, like I said, it's because sometimes people just don't know how to use social media. So they actually have a wonderful, fan base, but on a
The
different platform, or they have tons of music out,
Yeah,
you know?
I think if their followers online are not the biggest, they should have a lot behind their back, like getting airplay or have had this many releases of singles or albums or somewhere it has been played that is bigger than what's showing on the net. So
Yeah.
their repertoire should be bigger than that. That's the thing. I've been on mainstream, but my views online are like nothing to show like I've been on the radio.
Yeah.
So, like you can be places, but views don't mean anything, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. Like you sent me your email and it was just like all of like, okay, this is like the email right here. And then
It's
this
my
is
press
like
kit.
all of her music,
It's my press kit.
where she's been played. And I'm
Putting
just
in
like,
the putting in the work. You know what I mean? And shouts out to the culture gang. They say the
it goes
industry has.
on.
They say the culture gang say the industry has gotten lazy and spoiled. They don't want to
Oh my
develop artists
god.
anymore. They want artists to have huge audiences already. And that's
Yeah.
exactly what we're talking about. Sabrina, like you've been putting in the work and the music is
Yeah.
good. You
But
know what I mean?
also
And
being on yeah, but also
yeah,
being on the FM radio, it helps you a
yeah,
lot too to be heard.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I wasn't even done scrolling. I'm just sitting here.
And it's not easy. It took
No,
me it's not easy. It took me a year to get on FM.
Yeah,
They'll tell you that.
it
yeah,
is. It's really
Yeah.
difficult.
So
yeah.
one station in Massachusetts believed in me and started my radio journey. And since that play, every other station followed after that. It's amazing. All you need is that one person to believe in you. And it's like, wow,
Yeah.
how fast it picks up after that.
Yeah.
Creating that bandwagon. That's what I said. Like people are such bandwagons. Once they see that people are liking it and tapping into you, then everybody's like, oh, it's okay to like this person. And I've always been talented. The music has always been good, but you got to see
Mhm.
other people like me before you like me. And that's
Yeah.
just the culture that we in. So that's why
Mhm.
it's dope for people like you to come through and express how that feels when you in this music game You got to stay consistent and not allow none of that to stop you. Because it will. There's so many talented artists out here who have stopped because they felt like they wasn't getting the light or getting to the place that they felt. You know what I mean? So that's dope, man. Shouts out to you.
Yeah, 100%. And that's why,
Yeah,
this is why we do our shows too, right? We want to have on artists of different types to be able to come on and share their stories, whether they've been doing music for a long time or they've been doing it for a short amount of time. That's why, like my Underground Radio C platform, I'll bring on the underdogs. I'll bring them on because they need to be heard, because just like yourself, one airplay or one interview could just change their entire life.
Yeah. I actually I do co-host on a station in the States every Saturday and every Saturday morning. And just being on that station, one day somebody heard me from that station. I didn't know the other DJs were tuning in, and he knew people at BBC Radio, and that's how I got on it, just by being on the radio. So being on the radio in any way can help you, but you just have to keep doing it for making it happen. But it just happens so fast. I'm like, what? I've been trying to get on BBC for 3 years, and then somebody just heard me. It's like, wow. You know, like, yeah.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that feeling when you kind of like broke through the ceiling, so to speak. Because you said you've been trying to get on BBC for 3 years. You tried to get on FM. It took a year to get on FM. So once you finally accomplished those things, talk about how that felt just for you and just your whole journey.
Finally. That's how I felt. Finally. After digging and going through the dirt and pushing and not selling myself, but selling my music, and not begging, but just rubbing shoulders. You know, you don't beg in this industry. They don't take beggars, because they can play somebody else bigger and better than you. You just have to ask them to give you a chance and be very, very, very nice.
Yeah.
So nice that they will give you that opportunity. You just have to play that game. You just have to, and don't take no as an answer. Ask them why they won't play your music. Ask them if it's the format of the station, or if it's the way your song is, because there's always some kind of excuse they're going to tell you, but it's good to find out what it is.
Yeah.
That's
because you don't want to take a country music song and put it to a rock station. That could be an issue.
Absolutely. Sabrina,
you'll be surprised. Some people have done that.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Actually, I'm going to take that back, because, like you said, you don't really know. What if someone that does own a rock station knows someone in country music and they can pass it along to them? So you're right. You never know.
That's what happened to me.
Yeah.
I sent my song to a jazz station by accident. And the jazz station said, I know a station that is good for you. I'm like, you know a rock station? Cool. From a jazz station. It was a complete accident. I had no idea I submitted it to a jazz.
Sounds like
but they're just so sweet. They just want to help artists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the best accidents.
Actually, a station not too long ago, I contacted, said, you know, we don't really play rock, but I listened to your music and I'm gonna keep it. I'm like, okay.
Nice.
For themselves. But they were happy that I sent them my music. Oh yeah.
Nice.
If you're lucky, you meet nice people at the radio station.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Sometimes they can be a bit pushy, but it's the industry. You have to get used to criticism, people being mean. It's the industry.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's across
and
the board.
I have been hurt in the industry a lot, and
Yes.
why I'm still standing here, I don't know, but I love it so much. I don't care what's happening in the music scene. I'm like, I'm gonna go through all this torture just to make it, because you know, people always will tell you you do it, you'll never do it, you'll never get there. How do you know? Because impossible takes the M out, makes it possible, right?
Talk your shit. I like that. Bars. You know what I'm talking about?
I think yeah, I think Justin Timberlake said that. I think
Yeah,
Justin Timberlake said that once. Take the
yeah.
M out of
Yeah.
impossible and it is possible,
Mhm.
right?
And you
I
think,
think he said that once, and I'm like, yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
yeah,
Nothing is impossible.
Yeah.
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
You
It's
just
meant
have
to be. It'll happen
to keep
anyway.
going. It's tough. I still have days I'm down, but then I get back up again, you know?
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And we've talked about the negativity of the game and you know the hardships of it. Now let's talk about the good things. You know what I'm saying? What would you like to say to everybody who has supported you? All of the people who have been in your corner and told you how dope your music is and has been supporting you through your whole journey. What message would you like to say to them, Sabrina?
Thank you for watching me
Yeah,
through my falls and my climbing. I don't even know what I'm saying.
Your journey.
Thank you for watching me through me falling down and getting back up again on my
yeah,
journey, because I'm sure the people who are following me since the MySpace days heard me record before I went into a big studio and did that. So they heard me do like when I started singing very young, so like 13, 14, I did in my cousin's studio, and then that wasn't even, there was no YouTube or iTunes then, so I just posted everything on MySpace. But yeah, I've had a lot of falls, but I got, oh my God, I remember throwing my guitar one day, throwing it down, and then I tell you, I threw it on the ground, and then the next day I get an email from the girl I contacted in Nashville. Do you want to come and work with Kent Wells? I'm like, what the?
Oh wow!
I
Did you
swear,
break the
God, it's
guitar?
like
Did you
stopping
break
me
it?
from giving up. Yeah, no, I still have it.
Oh, okay.
It
Okay.
Okay, okay,
it was a carpeted floor.
Oh, thank goodness.
There was
okay,
carpet on the floor. Don't worry. I wouldn't literally break my guitar, but
okay.
I
But you know,
swear God
sometimes it happens.
doesn't want me to
Yeah.
stop. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, this is a good question.
I swear God's like, we're not done yet. We're
We
not
not.
done yet.
No.
We
You're
just getting
going to
started. What are
Nashville.
you doing?
And I swear, I swear after Nashville, a few years later, that's when I got signed, and then I got on the radio, and I'm here now.
That's
Incredible.
amazing.
So imagine that.
Yeah, that's amazing. I love it.
I swear, God works, man. I have to say,
In such
God
mysterious ways.
works.
Yeah,
When
he
you're not
do.
looking, He's
Yeah,
working.
And especially when you think you've given up, then something turns, or you're not really sure if you're on that right pathway. You're like, oh, should I be doing this or should I be
And
doing
then
that?
something just shows up.
Yeah. It all falls into place.
unexpectedly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I have had bad days, and then I get something in my email. I'm like, wow,
yeah,
that just cheered me up.
yeah.
See?
Immediately. It's like a light
Yeah,
switch.
I know. Every time I am sad, something comes up.
Be more sad. Here we go.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Sometimes you need to be so sad
Mhm.
for that light to come
Yes.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah. You do. You really do because you feel like there's no hope. And then that's when, you're just like so defeated that everything more opens up and you're like, oh, I just got all defeated for nothing.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But it
I,
brings you down. It does. It brings you
Yeah, but
humility.
sometimes I guess you need to go through
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, we do. We do.
because
We've
you appreciate
all of
the
us.
wins
Sometimes you
more.
just work so hard. You need to go through it.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, yeah. You
100%.
appreciate the wins more when you go through them tough times. You know what I mean? Now,
Yeah.
I know we didn't have you on here for a while. Now, we can't let you get up out of here, Sabrina, without telling everybody where they can find you, where they can find your music, all of your social medias, everything, so they can tap into and see all of the amazing things you've done. Let them know where you at. Talk your shit.
So they can go to my website, and my last name is FALLAH, SabrinaFallah.com. And on my website in the right-hand corner at the top, they can go to my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram, my iTunes, and also and my name is the same on all of my social media accounts. So I have SoundCloud, Reverb Nation, TikTok. I have a lot of squirrels and cats on TikTok and Instagram.
I'm going
and
following you
Snapchat.
on TikTok.
I'm trying to get all of the social medias because that's the industry now. You need to be on social media. So you need to follow it. But like I said, don't worry so much about the followers because honestly, a lot of people will be looking at your social media and not be following you. So I'm sure you have more people watching you than following you. And I think that's it. A lot of people just look at your pages and don't even follow. So don't worry about your numbers.
I do. I know people sneak right into my stories and I'm like, okay, I see you. And that's a good thing to look at because then you do know that other people are checking it out. So there you go.
That's a jewel. I love that, Sabrina. Just because they're not following you, don't mean they're not watching. And that is a fact. And that is something that we want every artist to hold on.
Even on YouTube, they watch the video, but they're not following you.
They won't subscribe. Yeah, that's a fact.
But it's okay. At least they're watching.
Yep.
It is.
Yep.
It is. It is. Man, we want to thank you for coming through, Sabrina, with your energy and everything. We definitely gonna spin a block.
No, I can't believe that worked. and data worked. Data saved the night.
It was a little rocky, but we did it. We pulled some strings.
We're professionals. You know, this is what we do.
We got it. We got it.
Absolutely. We definitely gonna have you back. We're gonna invite you to
have fun, guys.
Yes, we're gonna have you back. We're gonna bring you back to our shower studios where you'll be able to perform for our audience, and we're gonna talk to you a little bit more and cover some of the things that we didn't cover today. But again, we want to thank you. We had an amazing conversation with you, and we really appreciate you coming through to the Culture Connection.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Sabrina. You're incredible. Keep pushing.
Thank you so much.
Keep pushing. Keep getting those haters.
Thank you. I'm trying. I'm trying. Thank you.
No problem. Talk to you later, okay? All right. Cari. Like, her energy is amazing. You know what I mean?
I know. That Wi-Fi wasn't amazing.
Huh?
It's too bad the Wi-Fi wasn't amazing.
It's okay. We figured it out. We are professionals. You know what I mean? Can't nobody work this live situation like us. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. We on the fly with it. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
It's true. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Some people are leaving. So we'll just say bye to them for now. But thank you guys for tuning in. You're an amazing audience. Like, that's so fun. I love when you guys come in and you have your questions and everything, which is cool because we do we'll have our own kind of questions, but it's nice to see what the people want to know. So it's always good to have your questions in there, which is amazing. And we just love that you guys are here with us. But what a girl, she's amazing. And I love just she doesn't stop. She's like, I'm going to take no for an answer. That's not happening. It's so cool. And that's it. You just don't know who you're going to come across or who, your music accidentally slides into someone else's inbox and it's the wrong station. Apparently it can get you anywhere. You never know. I just have people email me music and I'm just I'll live it. I'll listen to it and then I'll be like, okay, well, I would pass it along if I had to somebody else. But I always like to, because our shows, we have so many different types of artists on, different genres. So I like to be able to, have different artists on because it's that, like you said, it's the whole culture of it all. It's not just, hip hop. It's not just rap. It's going to be our whole entire world just revolves around all different types of music. And whether it's, maybe your culture has the hip hop backgrounds or whatever, and then mine's more country or whatever, but it's that's what makes us. Our culture is so different and so special. Yeah. It's so cool.
Yes, it is. Yeah. And it comes from all walks of life. And that was part of why we wanted to bring this show together, to kind of fuse different cultures, different backgrounds, different ways of thinking. You know what I mean? And that's what we've been doing. So we appreciate everybody for pushing with us through this show. I know we had technical difficulties, but we worked it out, and we really, really do appreciate you guys. You have no idea how much energy you guys give us, and makes this worth doing. So again, we thank you guys, and we're gonna be back, me and Cari, next week with the same type of vibe, same type of energy, giving you news you can use. We may have somebody else to interview, or it just may be me and Cari talking about things that's going on in the culture and doing what we do. So until next week, I'm your boy Big Wall.
I'm your girl Cari.
And this is the Culture
Connection.
And like I always say, your culture makes you who you are. So make sure they respect it. We're going to catch you on the next episode. We up out of here.
All you gotta do is hush, you ain't gotta say much when you make that right connection. If you wanna double up, keep the money in the tuck, I can put you in the right direction. I can never get enough, all I got is us, I speak the true confession. Everything goes smooth cause I stay on the move and make them right connections. All you gotta do is hush, you ain't gotta say much when you make them right connections. If you wanna double up, keep the money in the tuck, I can put you in the right direction. I can never get enough, all I got is us, I speak the true confession. Everything goes smooth.